been quite a long journey from the start. You were telling me earlier today that very humble beginnings, but as we've all seen on the video screen, your service to the game is tremendous. But who inspired you to be involved in basketball and make such a significant contribution?
Well, we, as you said, we started with humble beginnings. We started playing basketball on the outdoor courts in Woolloomooloo in the old days. I'm very actually honoured to be here tonight because there were two previous guys who've been inducted as well. Ken Cole, of course, who played basketball in Woolloomooloo, and Jeff Davis as well. In those days, it was all on the outdoor courts. We had two gentlemen in particular who coached us, Mr. Lee Rose and Mr. Roy, who coached us on the playgrounds those days. And the idea of those days was to keep the kids off the streets. And we were very, very fortunate to be playing a game at a competitive level, which was the first time they had organised basketball in Sydney, which was done through the City of Sydney Council. So I guess our supervisors and our coaches, Mr. Rose and Mr. Ryan, were the guys who instigated us and led by example for us.
I suppose seeing the difference with the kids and helping people, is that what inspired you to invest your hard-earned in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Growing up, as I said, on the playgrounds in Woolloomooloo in a fairly poor area, it was great to be able to put something back into the game and see kids stay in a good environment, in a good family environment, watch them, keep away from the bad distractions out there. And that was a big thing that really inspired me to keep involved with the sport and passing it back on to the kids that, the going through what we went through when we were kids.
So you look at your son now, he's got his own basketball store. Is that a tradition that continues, and how proud are you of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of the things, of course, when Mike was born, I thought, well, I'm going to obviously stay involved with the game. In the mid-80s, of course, and he's been, also a kid who's grown up through this family environment, the Sydney Basketball Association, being a rep player there for those years, and then obviously I had a sports store in the old days, and then these days we've come a long way. They're a bit more advanced these days, of course, with online shopping and all that sort of thing. In our days, as you know, we just send messages with pigeons, but these days these guys are that advanced now, and I'm very proud of what he's done with his store. It's obviously the leading basketball store in New South Wales now, and one of the leading stores in Australia, so I'm very, very proud of him and being involved in the game. And he was one of the guys, obviously, that kept me involved in the sport, and I love it all of it. Thank you.
You've come across some great players throughout your time. Are there some ones that stand out, or maybe some inspiring stories that you've been particularly touched by?
Yeah, absolutely. There's been some amazing players that have come through, and as I remember Brian Gorge talking about his history in the game, and what a great thing was that the friends you make through the sport. He's not only players but also friends here, fellow players, administrators here tonight, and that's been one of the greatest things. But some of the players, of course, going back to the early 80s when we were fortunate enough to bring Owen Wells here to Sydney, who was one of the first true NBA players to play here. Doc Rashke, of course, was very, very responsible for helping us bring him here. Of course, there were other players that played through our club over the years. I mean, we've managed to get Glenn McLeod out of Illawarra, which we got into Sydney for a year, and he was a fantastic guy. But later on in life, of course, in our program, we had players like Damien Keogh and Steve Carfino and Dwayne McLean, Ken McClary. We've had some players, the Dalton brothers, Ian Davies, and we've become friends with all of them. And I stay in touch with all those guys, and they stay in touch with me now. That's a fantastic thing about it.
And is there anyone you'd like to thank? Obviously, family.
Yeah, well, family, of course, yeah, but Basketball New South Wales, we'll thank them all. I've recently also, at our 50-year anniversary, I thank David Tell, because he was at the helm in the years when Sydney Basketball Association purchased the stadium, when we negotiated for so long to try to purchase that stadium, and he was very, very helpful with us. But I'll never forget him for that. But of course, as I said, Mike Alderson, Lorraine Lehman, of course, and Kevin, of course, these people have been just amazing. But I do feel very, very humbled to be here and to be on the list of the people who have been inducted into this is just incredible. But I've got to thank my board, of course, because I've been there 35 years, for their support, of course, and our members, who obviously feel that we've been doing the right thing. We have turned the association around. When we took over in the early 80s, they were in the red. We ended up purchasing a stadium. We now have money in the bank, and we're competing at very, very well. But we've got family who've flown up from Melbourne tonight, so I want to thank them for being here tonight, of course. They're coming out to Bathurst. The Bathurst was on my way out, but they've come up from Melbourne, so thanks very much for being up, you guys. And yeah, it's just been terrific support from everybody, and it's great to have them here to share this special moment with us.
Congratulations again, and another round of applause for that.